In today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to stop your horse falling in and keeping on falling and dropping the shoulder in on the circle. I'm going to explain to you why and how it's such a big problem, but most importantly, what you can do to fix it and what you can incorporate in your training every single time to make this so much better. I remember when I was learning to ride and I was learning how to turn the horse, and I assumed it was like a bike. If you want to turn your bike, your inside hand comes further here and your outside hand goes forward. Is that right, Phil? Is that how you ride a bike? With handlebars? Yeah. So it made sense. You pull the inside one and you kind of give the outside one. That made perfect sense if you wanted the horse to turn to the right. And then the first time the coach told me you turn with an outside rein, just blew my mind. I got quite upset and I thought she was an idiot. Fast forward 20 years down the track and I'm still working on this thing they call shoulder control and this thing called how the reins influence what the shoulders do. And obviously in Grand Prix you do things like canter pirouettes and half pass, and you're constantly looking to position the shoulders in a certain way. So the degree of control and your understanding of shoulder control and the degree that you can control the shoulders becomes more and more and more and more and more important. So how do you control the shoulders? How do you turn the horse with an outside rein? What does that even mean? So right now I'm telling the horse to do nothing, and if you look at him, he's really quite crooked. He's dropping his inside shoulder and I'm not asking him to do anything, but we're falling. I have no idea why, but apparently we're doing a circle, which means he's falling on this right shoulder and he continues to fall on this right shoulder. It's not even my body weight. Like, I can lean out here, yeah, maybe it's helped him straighten a little bit, but if I sit straight, he actually falls to the inside. I'm not sitting over here asking him to fall. Sure, that made him fall more, but when I'm sitting directly straight, he keeps dropping that inside shoulder, keeps dropping that inside shoulder. And I don't know if you've ever ridden a horse, especially in trot or canter, that feeling of a dropped shoulder is really, really annoying. And if you look at a horse, let's hold again for a second. If you look at a horse and you look at Benito right now, he has his weight on all four legs and he is vertical up and down. What happens when they drop the shoulder is, instead of becoming vertical, they lean like a motorbike. Same as a motorbike goes around a corner, the horse leans. So he drops his inside shoulder and all of him kind of goes over like this, and the horse isn't vertical anymore. So you want to keep the horse vertical, which means you have to pick up that inside shoulder. Yep, okay, apparently we're off again. So and again, he's doing it again. And the more in tune you become, the more it upsets you. Like, it's really irritating me to walk around like this because it's not a nice feeling to not sit on something vertical. I'm constantly sitting on something that's dropping underneath my bum. Like, I don't have him under here because he's constantly dropping away from me. So what we want to do is just make him straight. So firstly, I'm going to put my inside leg on and I'm going to say, hey, with that inside leg, can we push everything back upright? It's kind of like, if you've got a cake and it's leaning, you just kind of get some skewers and you want to push it all to come straight. So that's kind of what my inside leg's saying. Hey, let's pull all of this straight. And then I'm almost asking him to leg yield. So here he is off the track, and then if I wanted a leg yield, I'd put my inside leg on, where I'm actually moving over to the outside. So I don't want it to go as far as moving to the outside, but it's still the same feeling of I'm about to leg yield that way, but I'm going to catch it with my outside rein. So that's what your inside leg to outside rein is all about. And it's all about creating a nice little banana bend here between between the horse's ear and the horse's hind leg, because what he wants to do is the opposite. He's kind of going around like this. So I'm going to make him go around like that, just to counteract what his natural tendency is. Now, he's a very, very good horse, and he's like, sure, I know this game. You want me upright. And then even here in a corner, when coaches and judges, everyone's banging on, ride your corners, ride your corners. Why? It's an opportunity to get your horse back upright. So here, if I ride my corner, inside leg, inside leg, inside leg, inside leg, inside leg. You can see I've got that horse a lot more straight than now I won't ride my corner and just let him go around the corner. Ooh. And now we've just fallen around the corner. I've got no control. And if I've got another movement coming up in a dressage test, I'm not ready for it. So shoulder control, super, super important. And what I want you to do now is practice. I want you to practice going into your corners. And I want you to not ride a corner, and I want you to notice that feeling of the horse falling in around the corner. And then what I want you to do is pick that horse up with your inside leg, push him into the corner, because he can't go anywhere. Push him into the corner, and you'll get that feeling of the horse filling up the outside of himself, your outside rein, and moving his body and his weight over there. And that's that feeling that you've got to have all the time, that uphill, uprightness feeling of your horse. You've always got to make him upright, because he's going to want to fall to the inside. So happy practicing, and I would love to hear how it goes. So please leave us a comment below letting us know how you went with the exercise, and make sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode.